welcome to part 4 of Warframe. So, this one, because the mission is mainly having me go into open world area quest, I'm going to be showing off some frames that I think could be effective there. First one here, Yareli. Now, yes, she isn't the best frame, but she does have her uses in the game, so I would say that it's fine, honestly. Well, Kulich, shut up! You're not here yet. We're not ready for you yet. Alright, so gonna head out to the plains of Eidolon. So this is one of the open world areas, kind of like Deviri almost, where it's not like corridors sort of thing, it's just like explore the map to your heart's content.
Be careful out here. Grenier numbers.
Now, the reason why I chose Yareli, first off, is because of how mobile she can be. And this was in part, she's more related for Fortuna, really. I mean, her quest is literally located there. But she is effective in any open world because of her second ability. Now, first off, her passive, so long as she's in motion, as you can see right there, critical flow, she gets a crit chance buff with pistols that lingers for a few seconds when you stop moving. Her second ability is why that is. She can only use secondary weapons when in this state. She gets a surfboard! It's a stinking flat jellyfish thing. So this is Merlina. You get 90%, or I forgot the exact amount, I know it's like 90 or so, damage reduction, and that damage will be redirected to Merlina, which is where the health bar comes in right there. Now, Merlina can be a bit unwieldy to, like, ride around with, considering it's a K-drive. And some people even hate using it in, like, normal missions. But honestly, I actually enjoy using Merlina. Heck, a while back after her release... hang on. So yeah, a while back after her release, you could actually tap the roll button and perform a dodge roll with it. So yeah, it gives her a bit more mobility. And with it being a K-drive, you can hold the jump button to boost jump height. And of course, you can still double jump with it. Hey, heck.
Scanning the area. I'm getting strange readings from the cave at my waypoint.
Alright, so her first ability... Bubbles. They're called sea snares, and they actually act as a crowd control, where they will lift enemies into the air and make them unable to perform actions.
Uncle, he should be here.
Did I? No, I didn't. There we go. Yeah, you can't perform, like, interact actions really well on the, Merlina. Third ability is Aqua Blades. You tap it, and it makes a ring around you. The ring's radius does not scale with range, and that's because it's kind of it's a hollow ring pattern. So, like, if enemies are too close to you, they're not going to get hit by it, so you want to distance yourself with it.
Strange. I don't understand the locking mechanism. Tenno, return to your orbiter so we can get it open.
Alright, guess we're returning to orbit. Before we do, though, I just wanted to show her fourth ability. You tap it, it pulls enemies in and does this. The damage of it scales per enemy, and when you activate it again or let the timer run out, yeah, it blows up. And again, more enemies picked up, more damage it deals. Okay, ship. Yeah, sure, that's... Wow. That is not how that works, but okay. Oh yeah, Merlina, because it's a K-drive thing, you can get reputation progress with vent kids. Oh, wasn't expecting that, but okay. Yep. Alright, so next part, we're gonna be heading back to the plains, and I'm going to be showing off one of my favorite frames. Ever since I saw him, I fell in love with this big fat man. I would say another word because of how funny it would be to say, but I'm not really sure how YouTube would appreciate it. Yeah, I gotta wait for them to finish talking.
A new strategy then, Tenno. Sending codex scanners to your inbox.
See in the container?
In locating the Shatterlock pieces out there on the plains.
Oh, yeah, I already have a codex scanner. Of course you're acting like that. No. There you go here. Got a whole bunch of stuff here. Where's a codex scanner? Fine. How about this? Are you happy now, game? There we go. Yeah, the part of it is when you unlock one of these junctions here, you get a bunch of codex scanners, and you need them for doing this. I think it's like 25 scanners, so it at least gives you something. Unfortunately, scanners are removed when you run out of charges and all that. Like, each time you use it, loses a charge. But if you have Cephalon Samaris's scanners, then you are able to utilize it to a better extent. Alright, so for this guy, Grendel, he's a weird one. I can't actually use his abilities without having enemies nearby, except for his third ability, which used to be his fourth ability. And that ability is called Pulverize. This is why I find this man fun. Don't mind me, just a sentient boulder rolling uphill. So yeah, you can utilize this state for mobility out in the plains, as it not only gives you momentum-based movement, but it also grants you health regen the whole time you're in it, scaling with ability strength. Now, for his abilities, wait, are there? Oh, there's not any enemies right now. That's weird. I could've swore they would have been here. Oh, hey, Kawaga. Thanks for the scan. Actually, can I? Nah, that didn't work. Oh, he didn't notice me. Ah, glass fragment.
Excellent, Tenno. There should be more in this area. You found another shard. Keep looking.
So annoying trying to find these glass fragments. Is there... Ow.
That's it.
I was wondering why that thing was showing up. Oh no, enemies! Hang on. Okay, so as you can see, I have a little icon thing there showing that I've gained like some armor and such. Yes, I can grab them out of that. This is Feast. Grendel eats. You literally see a guy, if they're not if they're crowd control immune, it won't affect them. But yeah, it's got 25 meters in range. That ability was yeah, crap, I forgot what it was called. Oh, regurgitate. Yeah, he just spits out one of those enemies. Oh, for crying out loud. Eh? And that other ability is Nourish. Restores health and gives a series of buffs.
Look what we have here! More fertilizer for our Grenier gardens! Your worm-bloated corpse!
So yeah, and a cool thing also, so enemies that you consume with Feast, their health is constantly draining by 2%, and when you're in Pulverize, the ball actually grows bigger per enemy. Oh, and there was the visual effect of me rolling past. So yeah, that is Grendel. Now, he's a tough one to obtain. You need to first complete the star chart, then do arbitration to get keys for each of his parts, and then you have to do a mission, thanks to those keys, where your mods are disabled. So yeah, it can get annoying. Best frame I would say for that would be like Octavia or something.
What power is he after?
So, next mission, I believe, was going on to the, or a Grenier ship. So, if that's the case, then I will continue with the alphabetical order thing, and show off Equinox. Why am I missing a mod point?
Hi, oh, this way heck. Could he have taken Uncle prisoner too? Do you think he'd make a trade? This
Alright then.
for my uncle? No. That would go against everything Uncle believed in. The sanctity of our people's home, of cedars. Tenno, you'll need to find the remaining shards.
I've tracked some off-world shipments to a galleon in orbit. Heck may be guarding any key shards he's found up there.
Yep. Gotta go on to Vahek's Galleon. Oh, there it is. Get over here. Come here. Shush. Alright. So, Equinox... very weird frame. So, you find them on, Neptune, from the boss there, which you'll be introduced to later. But they're 2 frames in one. So, first off, their passive is whenever you pick up a health orb, it gives you, energy. When you pick up an energy orb, it gives you health. So it's literally the equilibrium mod, like, always active. Now, their first ability, Metamorphosis, you swap between day and night form. This one is night form. Now, when in night form, your other abilities change as well. So, abilities. In day form, it'll grant you a damage multiplier and a speed buff for a limited time. In night form, your shields and armor get increased for a limited time. Rest and rage. In night form, put enemies to sleep. And that makes them basically more vulnerable to attacks. If you are in day form, it makes them enraged, causing their speed to increase, meaning fire rate and all that. But it also causes them to take more damage from all sources. Pacify and provoke. In night form, reduce damage inflicted by nearby enemies. In day form, allies have their ability strength increased, and the energy drains over time. And then your final ability, mend and maim. In night form, whenever you kill enemies, you gain like points into this that, when deactivated, will restore health to your teammates. Or no, restore shields. Whoops. In day form, you'll apply a bleed proc to all enemies that are within the range. And whenever you... oh, wait, no. Okay, yeah, so night form ally shields are replenished for every enemy killed. In day form, enemies get a bleed proc on them. Deactivate while in night form to restore health and shields to Equinox and their allies. Deactivate in day form to emit a large damage slash proc to all enemies in range. So yeah. And yeah, it's this equilibrium thing is like the smallest version of it. A lot of people usually stick with this form, but you can get a mod that lets you have mend and maim stay active when you swap, so you save charge. That way, you could just stock up in day form in, like, points, and then you can swap to night form to give your teammates a quick heal. Now, the reason for that... yeah. I am literally walking through just killing enemies without even being near them. Yeah, it does drain energy over time while it's active, but you can find energy orbs from enemy kills and all that, so your energy can get topped off pretty quick if you have enough efficiency and duration. And you definitely want a max range build.
Surprise, surprise! A gleaming maggot squirmed into my ship.
Vahek, he's already dead.
Let's see you slip out of this one!
Vahek?
What? You pathetic meat piles! Can't you stop one puny maggot from squirming away? Ah!
Yep, and Vahek, funny enough, when you actually fight him, he's one of the bosses that actually runs. Actually, I think he's the only boss that does that in the game. Oh, for crying out loud. So, this was a mechanic, back in that, Once Awake quest. It was a spy vault, and you had to, do that of jumping up like that. Well, that's the easiest way to get into this vault anyways. So yeah, there's that. And as you can see, like, all enemies just goodbye. Be gone. And look at that, like, slash proc up there at the top by my, shields. Like, that's how much damage it's accumulated. So when I deactivate it, all of that just in the AoE. Slash procs are so broken that this guy is basically Ember but better. Alright.
There's only one piece left. Hex digging in the central plains. I recall Uncle finding a few
Alright,
interesting
last one.
artifacts
And we're
in the
showing off the best man for open world.
That place where Uncle's catch got eaten on the
Did I
line.
equip the mod on? Oh, I didn't even have this thing modded. Oh. Well, that's my mistake right there. Okay. Yeah, I'll just throw that on for the crit. I don't care. So, this is Gauss. He is... So he came before Grendel, and in lore, they are actually best friends. When they showed it off for, like, when they were revealing the two frames, it was basically like Timon and Pumbaa. So yeah, I just love that analogy. This guy is Timon, Grendel is Pumbaa, and I just love it. Do-do-do. Alright, now for me, yeah, as you can see, he is quite fast. That's because I put sprint speed mods on him. And on top of that, his passive there is that battery meter. Now, this is the biggest gripe of this character that everyone has. That battery is a problem. Now, the thing with Gauss is that battery increases how fast his shields recharge and all that. But it's also tied to how his abilities work. Using his 2, when your 4 is active, it'll no longer drain when it's at max battery. Your your 3 will not need to be cast twice in order to get the most benefit out of it, so you get the biggest buff out of it. And Redline, the ultimate, is... The problem with it, it scales inversely with your duration. The more duration, the less, the slower the battery charges up. Now, where it's at right now, this is not max battery. And max battery will be the percentage that shows up for Redline. So, here's why I find this guy fun. So you want to pop your ult first, then your second ability, and then you just use your 1. Because using your second ability, you get damage reduction for 4 damage types. Yeah! No one can stop me, not even water! And yes, you can jump while doing this, too. Oh, hi, big guy.
Tenno, take cover. Your Warframe is no match for that thing.
It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Kill it!
So, that's an Eidolon. They only come out at night. And that is a later thing. I am not showing off like how to fight that right now. They literally tell you to hide for it. And by the way, all those explosions coming off of me, that is from Redline.
The beast is drawn to the Grenier. Can you
Nope. Mm-hmm.
It has to be in there.
You ain't stopping me now. Now, real quick, just because. Okay, never mind. I can't do that while Redline. I can't. So this is a thing you can do in the open world areas. You can mine for resources. Now, what it used to be is you had to trace a line out for it, like going like this sort of thing, and it would leave behind a laser trail. That's no longer a thing anymore. I guess because, like, some people might have been annoyed with it, and others might have been complaining about stuff people did with the outline. But, Ah! So yeah, you can get rare resources out of this. Oh, I didn't even scan the glass shard. I forgot about it. Okay. Why you gotta be in the dirt like that?
Uncle's final piece to the shatter lock.
I was trying to see.
There's another way out of that cave. Away from the terrorist.
Oh no, I gotta run. I gotta go.
Extraction point.
You think
Fastest frame alive.
my tusks? New orders. Ignore the monster. Stop that Tenno maggot.
You call me a maggot, mate? Like, come on.
Konzo, you should know. You were the best friend he ever had. I'm ready. Open the box.
Sire, you kept my flower.
Oh, Uncle. You always told me I should try following my heart instead of my head. Shola, I guess it's time I did.
Yeah. That's the end of Saya's vigil. Yeah, I know I was using, like, stronger frames, so it was really quick to get through. But, And I got plenty of time, so you know what? We're having a little extra fun. We're going to the other one. How far? It didn't tell me how far I am in that one. You know what? I'm just gonna go with Frost. Okay, so this one is on Venus. Yeah, why did I choose a busy one? I guess I stopped working on some of these quests, which is why it's got quite a bit of progress on it. What in the... What? Oh, that spoiler, spoiler. Why are you giving me that? Where's my quest? What exactly happened for... Okay, apparently it just did not let me do the quest, so gotta head back down again. There we go. So there's usually a cutscene that's supposed to play here, and it is playing the music for this area. Oh, right, so we first talked to Yutiko up there, and she told us to help him out.
If you need scrap and a snap, just talk to your junkyard diplomat. That'd be me, Thursby, Thunderstruck, Sean Unpluck, down in his luck. Whatever. Tell me you want to buy something. Please. I need this. Utico sent you? A tenno? To help meet me quota? Well, you know, you could buy some scrap, but if you really wanted to help, you could source me some supplies. Something I can sell, not this garbage. I know where the taxman keeps the good stuff. If you're up for that sort of thing, boss, head topside. When my parents passed, I inherited their debt, and boy were they owing deep. Can't work to pay it off, cause I ain't got no augmentations. And I can't buy augmentations on account of all my debt. Vicious cycle, right? So, here I am, selling useless scrap at the edge of a coolant canal.
So, the story about this place is, in a sense, owned by a Corpus guy named Nef Anyo. And all of these people here in Fortuna working, so you may notice they're looking a little weird and like cybernetic. That's because Nef Anyo does two things. He puts them in debt, and if they can't pay their debt, there's more than one way they can get money out of a person. So, yeah. Nef Anyo's a rude man.
You ever been out on the Vallis, boss? She's a miracle, she is. A blizzard in a firestorm. All thanks to the magic of rebooted Oregon tech. And the blood and the sweat of so many thousands of Solaris. But, you know what Utico always says. She says...
Okay.
Welcome to Venus. It'll kill ya. Thursby, what's going on? You keeping your nose clean?
I need something I can sell.
Okay, so, as they're talking, Frost here is a defensive Warframe, really. First ability, I don't have it because I have another frame's ability subsumed. But it allows me to fire a icicle towards enemies.
Alright then, Thursby.
God, I wish I had that thing.
Don't
Look at
let
that.
this Outworlder get you into trouble.
What are you doing here? Yeah, just traveling over here. So, yeah, first ability, you just shoot a quick icicle. And this guy is major frost damage. The second ability is that one that you saw. I send out a wave of ice shards forward, dealing damage and applying cold procs. Where is the container? Huh? Ah, there it is.
Outstanding.
Okay, I'm just gonna fly around for these. So, this is a objective you can do in this thing. And how it works is, in the area, there will be caches. Oh, hi, arachnoids. So, you need to find said caches and open them within the time limit. You can tell where they are because of a beeping sound, and when they're out in the open, there is a smoke trail coming off of them.
You're gonna make more than one Solaris happy today, boss.
Where is this last... Ah, there it is. Third ability, Snow Globe. You put up a ice dome that soaks up damage for 3 seconds, like Rhino's Iron Skin, and then will gain a like health value based off of it.
Unbelievable.
And your first ability is able to shatter those.
We could hit Nev hard. Make him pay for all he's done to us. Blow up his precious coolant tower before he's even had a chance to show it off to his mucking board.
Thursby, what are you thinking? You're on an unsecured channel. You want a Corpus spy drone hearing what you're
Okay,
up to.
I'm sorry, but if you might see for Utica there, that's kind of a spoiler.
Got no choice.
Once you reach max rank with the Solaris people, they come to fully trust you and reveal their little secret. That little Chili's fast food window right there is where they have their head.
Guided tour. Find the drone before it reports back to Central Command.
Yeah.
Ground it. And I'll see if I can still hack one of these.
Alright. Alright,
Hold on, Tenno. Been a while since I
so
did
yeah,
this.
I have an augment for my fourth ability where all allies in the area get an overshield applied to them. Or not overshield, overguard. It used to be a shield sort of like Iron Skin, but now even Iron Skin is doing the whole overguard thing. At least the like protective shield from overguard gives you knockdown immunity. The only problem for me is I could do better on the value, though maybe we could also ask DE to buff it up to like Rhino's Iron Skin levels per enemy hit by it. Just pop them out real quick. And sorry if I keep spoiling another thing here. I mean, that is my drifter, but you don't have access to that sort of thing until later. And even then, it's not your drifter. So I will be revealing that at another point. So right now the main objective is kill the required number of enemies within or while trying to keep this thing alive. The bonus objective when doing it as a normal bounty is kill beat as the required number of enemies while keeping it above like 70%, I think it was.
For legging it. Take out as many as you can. Keep him quiet. Well. You're a bright spark and no mistake. Could have used you back in the... Don't let me catch you running more missions for Thursby, understood?
Okay. Also, these, if you kill an enemy around here, they can drop a device thing, and that thing. You turn it into there, and if you defend that thing long enough, it can become a like a safe hub area in a sense, but it's not much, and it resets every time you come back here. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. Frost's passive is that if you get hit with a melee attack, you have a chance of like fully freezing a guy. Yuriko's not there. Oh, there she is.
Hi, boss. Yuko says that if I try anything like that again, she'll rip me arms off herself. But look at this. Yesterday didn't have enough lucre to stay out of repo. Now, I got what I need to open my own shop. Get me head out of the red. All I need is a ripe hook. Something to set old Thursby apart. Something memorable. Oh, almost forgot. Biz heard what you did. Said he wanted to speak with you.
Alright. Now, before I go talk to Biz, this guy right here, he's who you talk to for mining around here in Fortuna or Vallis. And I forgot to mention this before, but in Cetus, there was a guy there that you could talk to for crafting melee weapons. Here, you can craft kit guns. The barrel is the main part for the gun that, like, is for mastery and for, any, like, Riven mods you get. But you can make either a secondary or a primary out of these. And in the, third area, you can actually get 2 other barrels.
Ah, the Tenno Udico mentioned. How do you do, Outwelder? My mission is to conserve this region's unique species. You know, before the Corpus drive them to extinction. I'm known as the Business. Udico calls me Biz. I wasn't always about the preservation of life, more the strategic deletion of it. Conservation may be my calling now. The scales still require an occasional adjustment. Head to the Vallis if you're looking for some work.
So yeah, as you can see right there, like, he's got like that whole robotic look, and then when you talk to him,
Peaceful out there.
yeah, fast food window opens up right there.
Prepare for that inevitability.
So yeah, that's kind of what happens with the Fortuna people. They just lose ownership of limbs and organs because Nevanyu just decides, hey, I'll make a quick profit off of your suffering.
Send a message.
What a jerk!
I've learned that the head of the Corpus Repo Squad
And he's got
has
this
been
whole
keeping
motif
some
that he's a
summers
prophet.
before his
Like,
goons can do their thing. I've got
I don't know. Like, he calls himself a prophet of profit. Like,
That's not what we discussed.
good lord, Nefanyo, shut up. I hate that guy.
Crap. Okay, fine. But we do this my way. No K-bombs. Had about enough mess for one day.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, and if you rank up enough,
We
you can
do
summon
this
your cave.
quietly, and maybe, just maybe, Neff doesn't find out. Biz.
So yeah, you'll need to craft the Arcwing through doing its quest, and then you'll need to do the, or not do the, you'll need to craft the Arcwing launcher segment, which allows you to deploy your Arcwing in open world areas.
You're nearing the secure
But
area.
until then, if you do this whole thing first, you'll actually be able to get your horse
We
first.
won't know who to hide from Neff's Repo Squad.
Oh, for crying out loud. I'm just hacking that.
Accessing the file.
I'm out.
Okay. Okay. Guts. Biz. This says they're going after your field team. Today.
They're already overdue for a check-in. Outworlder, you need to find my team before Neff's Repo Squad does.
You know, I should have swapped frame for this, like, just to show off more.
The calling of conservation, overfilling Neff's
Oh, yeah.
pockets.
So, his team,
Wanted to make a point.
yeah, some of them dead.
This isn't the whole team. We need more info.
Cool thing is, when you get close enough, it actually marks their locations for you.
There's something in the buffer. We need to get it decoded before the device fails.
Will you stop shooting at me, mate?
Analyzing.
Oh yeah, also those things,
Buffer.
basically think of it as GTA's wanted level, in a sense. The higher it goes, the more difficult of enemy types show up.
Itinerary, patrol log coordinates, reports.
Alright.
The survivors are being held nearby, awaiting processing. Udico.
Out of my way.
Have long.
If they're still alive, our team will be here. Not again. Listen, Sparky. I need you to get in there and get our people back.
I broke his jetpack, I didn't even know I could do that. Okay, so how this little mini game works is, like, you have to just survive while the timer goes, and occasionally a guy like that would spawn. You drop, or when you kill him, he drops a specific item, and it can be used to speed up the hack. When you do a Vallis bounty, you need 3 of them in order to give you, like, the bonus for completing it. Hello. So yeah, a thing about Frost Bubble, by the way, is you can shoot out, but you can't shoot in. So you gotta, like, be careful of your positioning. And if you're like me, who got rid of his like first ability, you can't really remove the like snow globe. So yeah, it gets annoying with that. Oh, there's Neff.
Did you think I didn't notice your little heist earlier? Quite a stunt you pulled with that young... What was his name? Thursby.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Tenno, you have to get back here before they get to him.
It's Fortuna. I'm heading in the right direction.
Thursby? Nah, you just missed him. No, I didn't do nothing. You don't understand. Stop!
Repo Man. Yeah, Corpus, other than the Fortuna people, will do anything for a quick buck. Nafonio talking on the big screen. Stinking screwhead. Literally, it looks like a screw on his head. Look at that. Hey.
Thursby. I was supposed to protect him, and now he's in pieces. The medic's not sure if they can stabilize him with so much missing. This was a mistake, letting you get involved.
Hey.
Why did I listen to Biz? Maybe it's not too late to impress Neff before his big unveiling. Appeal to his mercy. Show him what we can do. Get topside. I'll fill you in.
Something's definitely got them spooked around here. Okay. Let's go with Gara. So this was the frame you would unlock, well, her main blueprint. Her parts are unlocked through doing bounties in Cetus. But, she is the frame that you would be able to, like, get through doing that Saya's Vigil quest. She is a defensive frame as well, but, she's got an infinite scaling ability that destroys if you set it up right. And, unfortunately for me, I don't know how to set it up right. So, her passive is, if she's in light, she has a chance to, like, have the light reflect off of the glass on her, and it will blind enemies.
Understand. Nothing you do will make Neff kind. The more you give, the more he'll take. When you rise up, people get hurt. But if we let that fear divide us, it will only get worse.
Huh?
I saw a Utico.
Putting up a wall.
For years back there. Fortuna needs that Utico.
Okay, I did that poorly.
We need Vox.
So her fourth ability is setting up that wall right there. Third ability is that you set up mirrors. Enemies will be like seeing their reflection, I guess, and they will turn aggressive towards the mirrors. Whenever they break one, it will shatter, dealing damage to enemies. Her one, right there, has two functions. It can either be a swipe or a projectile. The projectile deals puncture damage, which meh, and the hold deals slash damage, and it deals really good damage. Just like with Frost, if you use it, you can get rid of her ultimate, which is this glass wall. Enemies hit by the glass wall will be petrified. Well, really just encased in glass. And, oh yeah, and her, second ability that she has, she will, like, shatter some of the glass around her to make it circle around her like this. You can barely see it. But, when it's on her, she gets, damage reduction and all that. And if you break the ult, yeah, the glass gains damage and has its duration refreshed.
Have you no faith? My test run will commence now, and the board shall know it was I, Nathaniel, who brought the glory of the Oracle to life once more.
Neff?
He's starting already.
Neff?
Neff's gonna trigger a heat cascade if he boots that coolant tower up without the Amarast. He's going to get us all killed. Hurry.
Solaris, why isn't it working? Fix this!
We're too late. Come back to Fortuna.
Mate literally screwed up the test all on its own.
Solaris, this disaster is your bumbling. Present me your floor boss.
I am floor boss Udico, FB9. I take responsibility for this.
Finally, one of you shows some backbone. Floor boss, select 50 workers of low efficiency and have them in front of Fortuna for repo. Their upgrades I shall bequeath to Solaris of greater efficiency. And for the failures, brain shelving. Make your list. You have 1 orbit hour.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can... What? What do you mean lift disabled?
Udico!
Oh.
I'm not going through with this.
Not now, Biz.
There we go. Yeah, again, Neff a jerk. And we know there are people out there that do that sort of thing. As in, like, taking credit and, like, blaming others for their mistakes in a job. I know of a few people that have screwed over family members doing that sort of stuff in a sense.
Solaris United. Killed my friends. I've focused on one thing. Keeping him happy. Thought it was the only way to keep people safe. It's not working. Biz is right. Someone needs to say something. Do something. Listen, you don't have to help. You can leave Fortuna and never come back. Wouldn't blame you. This isn't your fight. But, Sparky, Neff's massing his troops outside our doors, and you're the only thing standing between us and bloody oblivion.
Like, I'm gonna leave you guys behind.
Take this. There's a present in there for the mucking taxman. Why don't you deliver it to them?
Oh, I'll deliver it all right. and I'm gonna make sure it's a bloody mess. This is Garuda. Hang on one second. For Garuda, her passive is every enemy she kills, she gains damage.
You've lost it. Wait, where's my K-bomb?
Where's my 50 Solaris, Fortuna? You're wasting my time. Who do you think you are?
Oh, I'll show you who we are.
Now, Sparky, get that case as close as you can.
Fire!
Now give him hell for Thursby.
We are the used, mutilated, the indebted. We are Solaris, united. And this time,
Come here.
Solaris united.
Okay, first ability, you dash, deal damage to enemies. If they're below 40%, you execute them. In the meantime, you get this shield and the little blood ball above it. Damage absorbed by the shield, damage dealt by your one, and damage dealt by the shield, just running into people like that, will generate more points in the blood ball. And the blood ball stays unless you fall into a pit. Oh, hi! I'm just gonna fire this off real quick. Second ability, you dash forward and do that. Putting an enemy on a spike, they become a healing fountain. Second or third ability, you consume health to get energy. Used to scale with efficiency, now it scales with strength. And fourth ability, Seeking Talons. Charge it up, and then fire homing projectiles that pierce through walls.
Sparky, not worth it. Get back in here. Neff won't risk destroying
Yep, let me in, let me in.
Bought the time we need.
Open the door! Okay, yeah, so that thing's called Profit Taker. That's a boss.
In the meantime, Profit Taker here will make sure you stay good and planted.
I owe you an apology, Yudi. And if you see Vox, pass along my thanks.
No, Biz. Thank you for not giving up on me. We all live together.
And we will. We just poked a Cooperton, and if we don't show him who's in charge, we're lunch.
Alright, Yudi. Yudiko. Hello? That crud. I think it might be glitched. I'll click Gyre for now. Oh boy. Give me a sec. I'm going to pull out a Fortuna and come right back to see if that would fix it. If not, then I'll just explain what was going to happen.
Sparky,
There we go.
Solaris United's just getting started. Neff won't want us messing with his investor showcase. He's planted that orb mother out there to make sure we stay in here. But now is the time to press for leverage. Head to the surface when you're ready. I've arranged a little something for you.
Okay, so before that, just to show what I was talking about before, these are the vent kids. So they are how you get K drives. and you need to perform tricks while on a K drive to get progress. So, like grinding on rails, doing flips and spins.
Fastest board
Yeah.
in the Vallis. See if you can't slip right past that spider mama.
Yoo-hoo, let me out. Go, 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 go. K drive, let's go.
Sparky. No hope of outgunning that all.
Try to catch me up, mother. Oh no. Leave me out of this. Yeah, you used to not be able to use weapons on a K drive, but then when Yareli was coming out, they're all like, crud, a K drive would probably not be good. We should probably give them the ability to use weaponry. Well, here we go. Actually, now that I think about it, it was back when Deimos came out before her. Okay, that thing's useless. Why is mine not faster?
How's the ride? If you want one, see Roki when this is all over. Right
My
now,
K
you
drive
gotta
was
stop-
faster than this. I don't understand what's going on. Also, yes, this is a skin you can get from Deimos.
You made
Nope.
it.
Get
Time to
outta
give
here.
Neff a taste of repossession. Patch me into the coolant tower's control system.
Corpus engineers! What's going on down there?
The heck is that look for Neff?
The investors are watching! Acknowledge!
You never had control, Neth Anu. This tower is Solaris United property. We deal with it as we please.
You weasels picked the wrong day for collective bargaining. Corpus kill squads, converge on the control cluster at once. Investors! Everything is under control!
Not. Alright, Gyre. The better electric frame. Her abilities all have a passive of it gets to crit. So,
no matter.
yeah, her whole thing is being able to, excuse me, to critically strike on abilities. And the crit chance scales per electric proc on enemies.
Investors, enjoy this display of security prowess. Rest assured, your
Security prowess, huh? Is that what you're calling it? So first ability there, you toss out that little orb of electricity, and enemies that are in it get shocked. Second ability, it acts the same as the frame Nidus for his second ability. You toss it out, and it rolls. You can deactivate it to have it detonate early, and it will pull enemies into its radius. The difference between it and Nidus is that Nidus lingers and holds enemies so that it's easier to hit with his one. For her, it just toss it out, it rolls on the ground, can bounce, and then will like hit for like a good amount of damage, being able to crit and all. Third ability, crit buff. I forgot if it does anything else for that. I'll have to check again when I'm like in a safe spot. But the problem with it has a cooldown if the duration runs out. Good news! Every kill refreshes its duration, and my favorite part, the cooldown happens when you activate it, not when the cooldown, or not when the duration ends. So, with that in mind, you can just kill enough to get the duration longer than its cooldown time, and as soon as the duration ends, it'll just immediately be off cooldown. Then again, because of how big your areas are, I am doing a somewhat range build with this, but because of how big your range is, you can easily just decimate enemies with this.
Stop this.
Never forget, Solaris make the Vallis walk. No Solaris, no Vallis. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, I understand.
All I needed to hear. Sparky, drop the Amarast in. Fingers crossed this even works.
Ah, right.
Investors, please! I swear! The system works. This is just a minor hiccup. Some minor labor relation issues to deal with. Understand, right? Right? Where are you going?
The heat cascade is dissipating. Readings returning to normal.
Yay, we saved the people from dying in a fiery death.
SU is back. Only a matter of time. If it wasn't me, someone else would have done it. Meanwhile, you come see me anytime. Solaris United's got plenty of work for you.
So yeah, real quick by the way, around this area up here, you'll usually find another Orb Mother. That one is Exploiter. This cave here was old Solaris. And when you get max rank with the Solaris people, you can do that mission as well as fighting Orb Mother. She's usually right there. Don't know where she is right now. Yeah, she's just gone. That over there is where her, like, normal charging spot is. I don't know. Spoilers again. Alright. That is it for the open world story missions. Unfortunately, as I said, I'm not able to do Heart of Deimos. But I will do the Deadlock Protocol, and then continue the story of New Strange, Neta, Second Dream, and so on and so forth. Really wish I would be able to show you guys this, because this was a fun quest. And it was actually an easy way of getting cash. But yeah, so next time, I will see you guys later, and I'll be showing off this guy. So yeah, see you then.